Every day, the simple act of waking up represents a new chance, a gift from the universe that we often let slip by unnoticed. The sunrise, so common yet so extraordinary, is a silent reminder that we can always begin again. No matter what happened the day before, each morning offers us the opportunity to renew our strength, redefine our intentions, and move forward. It is in this first moment of the day that Buddhist teachings guide us to practice mindfulness, inviting us to be fully present in the now, savoring the light as it rises and the promise it brings. Gratitude may seem simple at first glance, but when you go deeper, its transformative power becomes clear. By recognizing the value of each morning, we awaken to a more conscious and fulfilling life. Those who have allowed themselves to witness a sunrise in silence know that it is not just a physical phenomenon, but a spiritual invitation, a chance to reflect on what truly matters. A simple exercise is to create the habit of, as soon as you wake up, being thankful for 3 things before even getting out of bed. This small gesture has the power to alter the course of your day and bring a renewed sense of purpose. It's in the freshness of each new dawn that we realize there is no definitive end. There is always a new beginning, a chance to adjust the course and direct our lives with greater clarity and intention. The practice of self-discovery can start here, in the early hours of the day, when the mind is clear and the heart is open to new possibilities. And it's at this very moment that we can plant the seeds for what's to come, the opportunity to reflect deeply on what we wish to achieve and how we can bring our lives closer to our values and dreams. Each sunrise offers a unique moment for reflection, where we can connect with our inner self and align our thoughts with what we truly want for the day. Buddhist teachings remind us that by practicing mindfulness first thing in the morning, we allow ourselves to observe our thoughts clearly, without judgment, giving us the freedom to choose the direction we want to take. It's as if the mind becomes a blank canvas, ready to be filled with new intentions and desires. This simple daily practice of reflection may seem trivial, but within it lies the power to change the entire course of a journey. Setting positive intentions upon waking is not just a symbolic gesture, it's an act of manifestation. By choosing to start the day with clear purposes, we actively position ourselves before the infinite possibilities that life offers. And these intentions can be simple, such as, today I will practice more patience, or I want to be present in the conversations I have. These small promises to oneself become compasses, guiding us through the hours and creating a sense of personal fulfillment. The concept of self-discovery also finds its place in this morning ritual, as we become more aware of who we are and what we want to achieve. When we take a moment to appreciate the limitless possibilities that each morning brings, something magical happens. We begin to see the world with renewed eyes, realizing that even the most complex challenges hold within them an opportunity for learning and growth. Life, as Buddhist teachings reveal to us, is a constant dance of changes and possibilities, and each day is a chance to explore new paths. By opening ourselves to these opportunities, we begin to live with more lightness and intention, ready to embrace all that the day offers, whether they are achievements or valuable lessons. In the early moments of the morning, there is a kind of silence that only those who allow themselves to experience it can understand. It's as if the world breathes more slowly, and in that calm rhythm, we find the serenity needed to organize our thoughts and prepare our spirit for what lies ahead. These morning rituals, even if simple, have the power to transform the day. Whether it's sipping tea in silence, breathing deeply, or simply observing the soft morning light, these small practices help the mind find stability, allowing us to face the day's challenges with greater clarity and patience. Having a moment dedicated to yourself in the morning not only brings calm, but is also an act of self-discovery. During these moments of tranquility, we can reflect on our feelings, better understand our emotions, and recognize what needs attention in our lives. Practices like meditation or even writing a gratitude journal are effective ways to reconnect with our inner selves. The important thing to remember is that there is no perfect ritual, only the one that best resonates with your spirit and brings that sense of being centered. Over time, these morning rituals become anchors that hold us steady amid the storms of everyday life. Buddhist teachings remind us of the importance of cultivating moments of peace so that we can be fully present in everything we do. These small practices may seem insignificant, but it is in them that we find the strength to navigate the days with grace and purpose. Thus, as the sun rises and the day begins, we are ready, not just physically but spiritually, to face whatever may come our way. The path of self-discovery is undoubtedly one of the most transformative journeys we can undertake. With each step, we learn more about who we are, our weaknesses, strengths, and, above all, our capacity to heal and evolve. Gratitude for self-love is not only about recognizing qualities but also accepting imperfections and seeing them as sources of growth. Buddhist teachings invite us to practice self-compassion, to look at our pains and flaws with kindness, knowing that they are part of the developmental process. When we accept this reality, resilience strengthens because we understand that even in difficulties, there is room to flourish. Self-awareness, in turn, is the reflection of a daily practice of mindfulness. By being attentive to our thoughts and feelings, we begin to notice patterns and habits that prevent us from growing. A practical exercise to increase self-awareness is to dedicate a few minutes a day to meditate or practice conscious breathing. During this process, we can observe our thoughts without clinging to them, merely recognizing their transient nature. This practice, which seems simple, is deeply transformative as it gives us the ability to respond to life more balanced and intentionally. Healing, both emotional and spiritual, is a continuous cycle, and with each stage conquered, a new strength is reborn within us. Resilience is not something that just springs up overnight, but rather something cultivated over time, especially in adversity. As Buddhist teachings remind us, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And it's in the process of accepting pain, of allowing ourselves to heal, that we find our true strength. Gratitude for this inner journey is what keeps us firm and open for what comes next, ready to keep evolving and discovering ourselves. Positivity is like a flame that, once lit, has the power to illuminate not only your path, but also that of everyone around you. When someone chooses to live with optimism, that energy spreads, transforming environments and relationships. Self-discovery benefits from this mindset because by seeing life positively, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and learning. Small acts, like smiling at someone or offering a word of encouragement, not only inspire the recipient but also reinforce in us the transformative power of a positive mindset. Optimism, however, is not about ignoring life's challenges, but about approaching them with the certainty that there is always something to learn or conquer. Buddhist teachings guide us to cultivate a positive and mindful mind, which recognizes the impermanence of situations, understanding that, like clouds, difficult moments will also pass. A practical example would be to start the day by writing down 3 things you are grateful for, and throughout the day, observe how this simple practice elevates your emotional state. Positivity generates more positivity, and its impact is widely felt, even in the smallest daily interactions. When we live with this positive energy, it not only strengthens us, but also sets an example for others. People who cultivate optimism are naturally more resilient and inspire confidence in those around them. You can see that optimism, in addition to being an individual choice, has a contagious effect, creating a cycle of good energy that spreads to everyone you meet. And with this approach, doors to new experiences and connections open, further expanding the field of possibilities that life offers. Connecting with nature is one of the most profound ways to experience the power of peace and healing. Walking among ancient trees, listening to the soft sound of a stream, or simply watching the sunset can bring an inexplicable serenity. In the context of self-discovery, nature teaches us that life, like the seasons, has its cycles. There are moments of blooming, but also of withdrawal, and both are equally important. Buddhist teachings remind us to find wisdom in these cycles, learning that even during the most difficult periods, there is an invisible process of growth happening. This interaction with nature also gives us the opportunity to practice mindfulness. To truly be present as you feel the wind on your face or smell the damp earth disconnects you from the chaos of modern life and reconnects you to what is essential. A practical example is to spend a few minutes each week taking a mindful walk in a park or green area, without your phone or distractions, just you and your surroundings. This simple practice can significantly reduce stress levels, increase mental clarity, and strengthen your bond with the natural world. Nature also offers deep lessons on resilience and renewal. Just observe a tree that, year after year, loses its leaves and flowers, but always regrows stronger. Similarly, when we connect with the earth and its cycles, we are reminded that difficult periods are temporary and that there is always a new opportunity to be reborn. This natural process of renewal is something we should embrace in our own lives, allowing ourselves to grow, learn, and evolve with each new cycle we face. True wealth in a well-lived life lies in the connections we form along the way. Partnerships, whether romantic, familial, or friendships, sustain us in ways we often only realize in moments of reflection. Every relationship is an opportunity to practice mutual respect, empathy, and share experiences that leave deep marks. Self-discovery also manifests in these bonds, as we learn more about ourselves through interactions with others. Buddhist teachings remind us to value these bonds as sources of spiritual and emotional growth, where the exchange of support and understanding is fundamental. In times of challenge, true partnerships are revealed. It's in difficulties that we see the strength of bonds and how much we are capable of overcoming together. Trust, which is built over time, is the foundation that keeps these relationships strong and resilient. A practical example is the simple act of actively listening to another person, without judgment, a practice that can transform the way we connect. By practicing this kind of conscious communication, we create space for relationships to deepen, and it is in this process that we find the basis for more lasting and meaningful connections. Shared memories are what weave the fabric of our relationships. Every little gesture, laughter, or sincere conversation becomes a thread that strengthens the emotional bond. Buddhist teachings remind us to live these moments with full attention, appreciating the presence of the other with gratitude. When we look back and recognize the value of these moments, we realize that they are what truly sustain us throughout life. Thus, the partnerships we cultivate become constant sources of inspiration and strength to continue the journey, always learning and growing together. Family, in its essence, is the safe harbor where we find warmth, protection, and, above all, a space for mutual growth. It's in these family bonds that we discover the true meaning of unconditional support, where differences are accepted and challenges are overcome together. Self-discovery inevitably passes through these relationships, for it is with family that we experience our first lessons in coexistence, respect, and empathy. Even when life's paths lead us away, the traditions and memories shared with family remain as pillars of security and belonging. Family traditions, often passed down from generation to generation, are the thread that connects us to our roots. They remind us of where we came from and give us a sense of continuity and purpose. Whether it's a Sunday dinner, a special celebration, or even a routine conversation around the table, these moments create unbreakable bonds that sustain us throughout life. Buddhist teachings value these family rituals because they anchor us in times of uncertainty, reminding us of the importance of honoring our ancestors and the lessons we carry from them. The emotional security that family provides is one of the greatest gifts we can receive. It is within this circle that we find comfort in moments of vulnerability and strength to face life's challenges. Simply knowing that someone cares deeply about our well-being gives us a sense of peace and confidence in the future. Self-discovery also expands within these bonds, as it is within the family context that we often find the support needed to explore new facets of ourselves without fear of judgment. These bonds, when cultivated with love and respect, become the foundation of a full and meaningful life. Health is undoubtedly one of the greatest gifts we can receive, and we often only realize its value when we face physical or mental challenges. The body, with its incredible ability to adapt and heal, is a reflection of human resilience. Taking care of oneself, both physically and mentally, is essential to maintaining this vitality throughout life. Self-discovery involves this perception, understanding the value of well-being and recognizing the signals our body sends us. Simple practices like good nutrition, regular exercise, and moments of rest are fundamental to maintaining this healthy connection with our body. Rest is a crucial part of this self-care process, and we often overlook its importance. Buddhist teachings remind us that just as the mind needs moments of silence and introspection, the body needs rest to renew itself. Incorporating breaks throughout the day, practicing short meditations, or even a simple walk outdoors are practical ways to revitalize both body and mind. A good night's sleep, for example, is not just a physical necessity but a way to restore emotional and mental balance, allowing us to face the next day with more energy and clarity. The constant practice of self-care directly reflects on how we live our lives. When we are in harmony with our body, we have more energy to carry out our daily activities, more focus to achieve our goals, and more balance to deal with the difficulties that arise. Gratitude for health leads us to cultivate habits that maintain this vitality, strengthening our self-discovery and helping us live more fully. Every day that we wake up with renewed energy, we are reminded that caring for the body is, in essence, caring for the soul. Remember, small actions generate great transformations. Try these habits for 21 days and see for yourself. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning how to apply these Buddhist teachings to your daily life.